Hey, what's up, guys? So this is Robert coming to you again with another amazing video. Guys, if you find this video to be informative or entertaining in any shape or form, please drop a like down below this video. That will definitely help my channel a lot, and I will definitely appreciate you guys for doing so. So guys, now I'm here at the Best Buy website, and I just type in electric skateboard, guys, and as you can see, these are the results. Best Buy, they pretty much sell a lot of low-end electric skateboard, 300, 200, 150 dollars. These are more for kids, but they don't sell. You don't want to find any booster board or evolve boards. The most high-end when it comes to quality, but not performance, electric skateboard that Best Buy sell, in my opinion, is the unique Eagle 2. They also sell the lift board over here, but guys, I did an unboxing on the lift board, and the reason why I got the lift board and I put it an unboxing on my channel was because I already have the Eagle 2, but because the Eagle 2 wasn't as fast as other electric skateboard, I decided to get this thing because as you guys can see, this thing can do almost 90 miles per hour, and it has a good range too. I got this electric skateboard after like a week after I had this, so I got this so that way I could make out my mind, because I was looking the whole web trying to get an electric skateboard. I went trying to get a booster board, but the booster board, they were expensive. And not only that, I will have get a booster board, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Even though they were expensive, I will have get a booster board if I was able to. But booster board, Evolve. Then I find out about the Evolve electric skateboard, guys, and I definitely changed my mind from a booster board, and I wanted to get an Evolve electric skateboard. Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit sick today. And the reason why I wanted to get an Evolve electric skateboard was because an Evolve, they offer you more performance and more range. But anyway, guys, I ended up not getting neither one of those because you couldn't get it, guys. Every website where you go, let's go to the booster board website. Every website where you go, if you wanted to purchase something, you see you have to reserve, guys. You can't even buy this thing right now. So like, I can't even buy this thing, get it like in a week. I probably gonna get this in like a month or 2 months. And back then, booster board, you didn't even know when you was gonna get one. So what the fuck, guys? I wasn't gonna pay a lot of money for, especially for something that I wasn't gonna get maybe in like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. That doesn't make sense, guys. I'm not a rich kid to throw money like that. And then I just couldn't do that. I probably would have spent that much money if I was gonna get it like in a week, and probably that would be the math that I was willing to wait, but not any longer than that. So you can see this thing is really expensive. This is $1,500 plus $100. That would be $1,600 plus taxes. Guys, you're gonna pay like $1,700 for the whole thing. Yeah, sorry, guys. So in case you guys don't know, man, you can buy a Honda Civic for this amount of money. I use all Honda Civic, but still, it's a car. This thing is really expensive. So guys, so that was the reason why I went to Best Buy, because I wanted to get something that day. I didn't want to wait. I didn't, I just wanted to get it fast and just get into the hobby as soon as possible. And Best Buy was the only route for me to go. So I look all the electric skateboard, guys, and like I say, I got this one too, and the quality of this thing was not as good as the quality of this thing. The quality of this thing is average. This thing feels like a $200 or $300 electric skateboard. If you ask me, like 2 to 3 maybe. This thing feels like a $600 to $1,000 when it comes to feeling, like touching and quality of material and all that kind of stuff. The looks and that kind of stuff. That would be the best way to explain it. And the thing that turned me off about this thing, the big time, the thing that turned me off the most was the control. The control is made out of the cheap plastic, feel like $1 control, like something that you will get from those machines that you put 50 cents and they will give you something like that's how cheap the control feel on this thing. So after touching a control from the Unique, I was like, no way, I'm not gonna get that. Especially since I know that thing's gonna be on my hands. I don't wanna have. I just don't like, guys. I just don't like it. I didn't like it. And plus, the control it never ended up pairing with the board, so I didn't even have that option. Probably, the whole chip feeling would have changed if I was able to turn on the skateboard and ride it, and maybe I will be like, wow, 80 miles per hour feels amazing. Fuck the quality, I'm gonna keep this thing. But that never happened. This thing never worked for me because the quality. The control remote never paired with the board. I follow all the instruction. I don't know, guys. Quality control on this thing when they were packaging this thing or packing this thing. One of my theories is whoever was in charge of putting the remote with the board put the wrong remote with this board. That is one of my theories. I don't know if that's could be possible, but anyway, guys, I'm getting off the topic over here. The topic is, guys, that's why I got the Eagle 2, because of what I just say. And the another reason why I got the Eagle 2 is because I wanted to get it right away. And Best Buy was the only route, and I also didn't want to throw 600 or how much the booster or 1500 right out of the out of my pocket like that. I didn't want to spend all that money. And guys, in case you don't know, Best Buy, and they have a store credit card, and I have that, guys. And that's another and one of the biggest reasons why Best Buy was the only route for me, because I was able to finance this, guys, for 18 months. $600 for 18 months, guys. Let's do the math. I don't know, that's really cheap, but that was really good for me. 1600. Let's put like $70. Well, it wasn't 70. I got it for, actually, guys, I got it for like $570 because Amazon was selling it for $570. Let's put $573. Amazon was selling it for like $573 back then, and Best Buy, they do a price match, and I ended up paying like $605. So let's put plus $33. So I ended up paying something like that, guys. And then you finance that by 18 months. That means, guys, that I was gonna pay only $33.67 every month. That is very cheap. That is a good deal, guys. I rather pay $33.67 every month than paying once out of pocket all this all this money right here. So that was the biggest factor that I didn't get a booster board or an evolved board. It was because they are not with any big store. They are not with Walmart. They don't sell the stuff on Best Buy. They don't sell the stuff on Target or anything like that. So they don't have finance. You cannot finance them. So that sucks. And the reason why I finance this thing is because there is a zero interest rate. So pretty much you're gonna pay $600. You're not gonna pay interest rate as long as you paid it off in 18 months. And obviously, I'm definitely gonna be able to do that without a problem, guys. So anyways, so that was the other reason, guys. But the reason why I'm making this video, guys, is because now, guys, if you want to get a high quality electric skateboard, one that is on the same level of a booster board, or one that is on the same level of an evolved board, those are $1,500 electric skateboard that can go 22 miles per hour and up that has dual motor, that the quality is out there, amazing, top of the level quality. And you want to get that electric skateboard, but you don't want to drop all the money at once, and maybe you also want to finance that electric skateboard, and maybe also you want to get that electric skateboard today, and you don't want to wait 1 month, 2 months, 3 months and pre-order and wait for confirmation of the shipment, and wait a week and looking out of the window for the UPS man to arrive and be super excited, and then the whole process. If you don't want to go through all that and you just want to walk to the store and get a booster board or an Evolve equal electric skateboard today, you can do that now, guys. Now you can go to your local Best Buy, guys, and you can get an inboard M1, guys. Guys, this is freaking amazing. Now you can get an electric skateboard that is out there with a booster board and with an Evolve electric skateboard. That actually, this thing is faster than a booster board. This thing can go 24 miles per hour. It is $200 cheaper than the booster board. You can get it today. You can finance this thing, so you don't have to pay all that. You can finance, guys. Also, I wanted to point that out, that I don't want to influence nobody to get into debt. If you think you can afford this, please skip this video. Don't watch this. Get out of here. I don't want to get no one in that. That would be the worst thing that I could do. I would feel really bad about myself. Well, not like, but you know what I mean, guys. No, I'm gonna feel bad, but not about myself. But I'm gonna feel, I don't want to do that, guys. I don't want to put nobody through that. Guys, if you feel that you can afford it, please just look at the video if you want, but don't do it. But if you have been looking to get an electric skateboard, and this might be an electric skateboard that is on the higher quality when it comes to material, design, performance, when it comes to every single component, and you have been looking for, but you don't want to deal with that, or all that bullshit that I just mentioned before. Now you can do that, guys. Now is the time. This is just new. They just put this thing out not too long ago. This is amazing, guys. You can actually pick up this thing, or you can get it shipped to your store. That is something unheard of. Guys, the inboard. Let's see more in detail what this thing can do. So like I said, guys, the price is $1,400. It is far from cheap. This thing is not cheap. This thing is actually very expensive, but in comparison to a booster board, you're gonna pay even if you go standard, guys, you're gonna only get 7-mile range if you ride this on eco mode, which means you're not gonna be able to go to the 22 miles per hour. And yeah, guys, and let's go to the cheap one. Let's say you don't care about 122, you just want to go 20 miles per hour, and you don't care about the 14 or 12 miles per hour. You just want to ride the thing, right? And you want to save as much money. So it's gonna be $1,300 plus taxes. That's gonna be almost $1,400, and you're only gonna have 7 miles range if you ride this thing on eco mode. This thing at least is saying out of the box you have a 10 miles range. So that practically means that you can ride this thing on sport mode, and you're gonna be getting somewhere from 6 to 7 miles, which is gonna be what the booster board is offering you on eco mode, and it's gonna be almost the same price. And this thing comes with a backpack, so you can put in the backpack. This thing also comes with a integrated lights, and you activate them by touching the bottom part of the board. This thing is very high quality. This is almost a very technologically advanced smart electric skateboard. The lightings, they are not great for you seeing the road. They are just good for cars seeing you, like so that way cars know that you are there, and that way you don't get killed by a car. But you are not gonna be able to see the road. You're gonna need to get some tread lights, but it won't be looking that bad. It's gonna be looking funny. You're gonna look like you have four lights, but who cares, guys, right? Anyway, so this thing comes with a backpack. This thing you can change the battery, guys. So let's say you 10 miles range, you can get this for 20 miles, 30 miles range. You can get as many batteries as you want. One thing about the batteries, that's one of the things that actually is a deal breaker for me, and that is one of the reasons why I personally wouldn't get this board. Maybe you will, but I wouldn't. And the reason, guys, these batteries, they cost $250 each. Are you serious? $250 for a freaking battery? Get out of here, guys. I I don't know what to say about that. That is a rip off. I don't know. I don't care how much technology you put in this thing. This thing shouldn't cost $250. This thing should be like, I don't know, $100, $99 maybe. I don't know, but not $250. Get out of here. I actually, guys, I have some past experience with overpaying for batteries. I own a DJI drone, and the batteries of those things are like $150 each. So I think that's the top. I wouldn't pay more than $150 for a battery. No way. So this thing is $250, guys. That's $100 more than a DJI Phantom. And that thing is in the air. This thing doesn't go in the air, guys. I mean, I don't know who came out with that price. Why? That's the thing why? It just doesn't make sense, guys. And for this price, this thing better come with two batteries. But guess what? It doesn't. It doesn't fucking come with two batteries. Even though it comes with a backpack, this thing should come with two batteries. But anyway, guys, if you guys are rich, you guys don't want to deal with the bullshit of waiting 2 months, whatever the case may be, and all the shipping. Now you guys want to finance and get it right this week or today, and you want to walk to your nearest Best Buy, the one that has it, you can do it. But this thing is still too expensive. If I was me, I would wait until this thing costs like $1,200, and the batteries they sell for like $150 each. Eventually, they're gonna have to do that because they're gonna try to make money like any company will, and they're gonna realize that people are not willing to pay $250 for batteries, so they're gonna have to drop the price. Mark my word, guys, they're gonna have to drop the price. Anyway, guys, that's the biggest thing with this electric skateboard. That's the deal breaker for me. That's why I'm never gonna buy this thing. But like I say, we are all not the same. We all think different. Maybe this is the ideal for you. That's why I'm making this video, so that way you guys know that now you can get this thing on Best Buy. Now, guys, I'm super happy with this thing. I don't care about this because now I have this, guys. I get enjoyment, I get fun out of this thing, and I'm actually happy that back then when I was looking for an electric skateboard, this thing wasn't there, because I probably would have get this thing, and I will have so much less of this in my bank account, and I don't like that, guys. I actually like to see these numbers in my bank account, because with numbers, guess what, guys? Yes, that's all it is, numbers. Money is not real. Anyway, I'm getting off the topic. Numbers, guys. You can buy shit with numbers, right? Right? The more numbers you have in your bank account, I can buy a better microphone. I can buy better gear, equipment, software, so I can make my video look better, sound better, and improve the quality. I couldn't do that without numbers in my bank account, guys. So I'm kind of happy that I have few more numbers with this. If I would have got this thing, probably I would be enjoying the social status of bankruptcy right now, and I'm not looking forward to join that club. Another thing, guys, that turn me off a lot of this electric skateboard is the size of the battery compartment. Why they didn't make it this big, guys? Why they didn't make it like this big? Like utilizing almost every single space, pretty much, of the whole thing. What would they make like a freaking humongous, the biggest batteries in the whole market? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we had the biggest battery ever on an electric skateboard. Like, you can ride this for like 30 miles. Like, why they didn't do that? Then it would have made sense. Okay, $250. Okay, okay, got it. I got it. Take my money. Shut up and take my money. But no, they did this little thing. Why? That's something it's all about the battery, guys. That's the thing that turned me off about this electric cable. Is the battery. I'm not complaining anything else about the batteries. And this is it is on the same subject of the battery. They should make it bigger. And the reason why I'm not going all the way down here is because obviously they need some space to put the electronic compartment, the motherboard, and all that kind of stuff. So, but they could do something like that, like from here all the way, almost going to the corners, up to here, somewhere over here, or maybe they should go in between the logo. That would be amazing, but they didn't. So maybe if they do that in generation 2, shut up and take my money, but not right now, guys. Another thing, guys, this thing is a water resistant. This thing under water has a latch, I think that's how they call it, and it's like a rubbery gasket. So anyway, you open this, and when you open this, you're just gonna be greeted with the battery low. And that thing that I say that you open is gonna be right over here. You're gonna put your finger here. You're gonna pull this way, and I think this is USB Type C. I don't know. And then you take off the battery. You put a new one. Plug it in. Reverse. Clap. Close it. Then you're gonna, after you put, oh, actually this doesn't have nothing to close. This is just like a piece of metal that you just push, and it's gonna end over here. Once you have done that, you're gonna close this, and it's gonna be a type seal. But guys, there are some videos on YouTube and some report that this thing get water damage if you expose it to a lot of water. It's pretty much similar to the Eagle 2. The Eagle 2 is weather resistant, but to a level, to a degree. So this is pretty much would be weather resistant, no better than the Eagle 2 or no less. If you ride this thing on the water for a long time, and a lot of water, it comes in contact with a lot of water, you may damage the whole thing, and water gets in. Another things that they should have done is, instead of putting this on the top, they should put it on the bottom. And the reason why I'm saying that, you're probably like, wow, what are you talking about? And the top is better. And the top, guys, if you put it on the top, the water is going to be, obviously, as anything in the world, gravity, everything works going down. Everything goes down, guys. So water is going to be trying to going down. So water is going to be, if it's dripping, it's going to try to go inside this, right? It's going to go in. It's going to try to go in. But if you will put it in the bottom part, water is gonna try to, it's not gonna be trying to go in, because in is up. Water is gonna be trying to fall out, so pretty much hitting the ground. And therefore, with that rubbery seal that you have over here, that will have made more sense to have put in it over here, because you use gravity for your favor. But I'm pretty sure the reason why they did that is to get this nice, clean design. But fuck that. what is more important is practicality. Or design is the last thing. Practicality is the first thing. I know design is really important. I know that. But if you sacrifice practicality for design, just like Apple did with the new MacBook Pro, fuck those guys. You know what I mean? Anyway, this thing looks sexy. Yes, it looks hot, amazing. Especially this. This is my favorite angle. This part of the board. I don't like too much that this part. I don't like how this looked too small. They should have done that. They would have looked better. This look like funny, but this thing looks amazing. I like the colorware. There is a better picture over here. This thing looks like an Estelle Air Force airplane, like a B2 or a Blackbird airplane. This thing looks hot. It looks like a military top secret ship. This thing looks amazing, guys. So I really like that. And as you guys can see, it has a very clean, no cables, no nothing. And I think that's the reason why the trucks, they look this way, a little bit different, but they look good too. I'm not complaining. They look different. They don't look like ordinary trucks, but I like the lines, the cuts. It just help the whole design to look more stealthy and advanced and military and top secret kind of, the colorware, everything looks top notch, right? I'm assuming that the cables are inside, and yeah, but it's just look amazing. So as you guys can see, it's two wheels. This has two motors, and they are in-hub motor. One of the benefits of having a in-hub motor, guys, is that the motors, as you guys can see, is inside the wheel, so you don't have nothing over here. No, you don't have no how you call that, pulley? No, you don't have no bell. You don't have no bell, guys. So it looks very clean, and the whole motor is the size of the wheel. So this is how big the motor is. So the motor is really big. I don't think there's any regular motor this size. So in-hub motor, I think they tend to be bigger than regular motors, but I'm not 100% sure, guys. Anyway, so one of the benefit of having a in-hub motor, guys, is you don't gonna get the drag, as much drag as a bell motor. You pretty much can use this as a regular electric skateboard, guys. So that is pretty dope. In case your batteries die, you can still kick this. You are gonna get some level of resistance, but way far away from a bell. The resistance you're gonna get on a bell, way far away from that. You're gonna get some, but far away from that. So you can kick this thing, and you can coast. You can just stop applying power into the motor. It's just glide, right? So like glide through the air. And you're gonna still moving, just like this girl's doing here. You're just gonna keep moving forward. So you're gonna be extending your range because of that. That is those are 2+, right? The only downside, guys, and there is a guy, he did a review on this electric skateboard like a month ago. He's not a big YouTuber, but man, his review is just amazing, guys. He did a review on this electric skateboard, and one of the things that he mentioned is that when you have an in-hub motor, or when you are accelerating, guys, you don't get the torque that you will get from a belt drive system electric skateboard. So the torque is not gonna be instantly, right? It's not gonna be right there. It's gonna be a very slow acceleration, guys. So that is pretty much it, guys. That's the only disadvantage of having a in-hub motor, that your acceleration is gonna be slow, and when you have a belt drive system, your acceleration and any input is gonna be like that instantaneously. Yeah, that is it, guys. Also, this thing comes with a nice control design is unique. You're not gonna find this control in any other electric skateboard. I like when electric skateboard do that. I hate copycats, guys. I like genuine stuff, yeah, right? So I like that they have that. The design, you can put your fingers over here, you can, this is gonna be resting through your fingers, so you can open your palm and this thing is not gonna fall because of the design of this thing. Also has, as you can see, has different material on the remote. This seems to be softer plastic, and has a dead triggerment. And I don't know if you press that. I don't think you press that, but it has a dead triggerment. So yeah, so you need to press this in order for the electric skateboard to react to your input. That is very good. And any remote, like the Eagle 2 doesn't have this, so that is one of the problem with the remote of the Eagle 2, that it doesn't have that. So you may be accelerating when you don't want to accelerate because you're touching this. So that is always a plus to have this. And that is it, guys. These are the LED lights. There is the inboard, guys. The inboard M1. So I hope, like I say, guys, I hope that they improve the battery situation. They lower the price in these batteries in this generation. 79 millimeters. It is a USB connected charger, universal washer. Okay, nice. Of course, on the manual, and the deck is made out of composite. Means deck construction composite. So it's no 100% wood. Is made out of a different material. So this board, I don't think it flats. I think this thing is rigid, and I think that's, yes, I'm almost 100% certain that thing doesn't flat. So that is that, guys. Let me shut up. Let me make this video as short as I can. The dimension is 37 inches. Even though I have failed with that, this video probably is like 15 minutes long already. Anyway, so the height is 5 inches. My Eagle 2 is 5.5. The width is 10 and 1/4. My Eagle 2 is 9.5. So this thing is wider and shorter. My Eagle 2 is taller for half an inch. It's pretty much the same. It's 1 inch longer than my Eagle 2, and is slightly heavier than my Eagle 2. But it's still a very light electric skateboard when it comes to electric skateboard, and especially electric longboard. This thing is good. It's a good weight. My Eagle 2 is 1390 something, so I'm almost 14 pounds. So, and yes, guys. Anything is heavy. Like 14 pounds, that is heavy. And I would say the idea would be anything less than 10 pounds. That would be great, but anything is heavy. Obviously, when you go 15, 16, 17 pounds, yeah, you may have made a bad decision out there. So think about this. How much you're gonna carry the board, but anyway, it's always good to have a backpack, and this thing include a backpack. So that's that, guys. Now you can get a top quality electric skateboard at Best Buy. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment, and please don't forget to like this video. Thank you. Peace. See you in the next one. Bye.